In Bodrum, we rented this really cool beachfront condo where we could fly the drone straight out the window to take a look around and fly their old Crusader castle.
Without leaving our living room.
And from there, we took the scenic detour to Marmaris instead of taking the toll road, and it was a very pretty drive. We're heading to Marmaris because it is the closest point that you can get to the Greek island of Rhodes.
And finding some treasures along the way.
I found this throne on the side of the road.
And when we finally arrived to Marmaris, we got to stretch our legs and be 12 again. And then when they turned into adults and rented a nice hotel and got a nice dinner.
They try to do canals like in Venice. Russian oligarchs can hide their mega yachts there.
And the next day, we decided to jump on the ferry to Rhodes and transport ourselves to Greece. So by the time we made it to Greece, it was really dark. But with the help of modern technology, we were able to get a pretty nice view of the old city. As you can see, the old city lights are yellow as opposed to the lights outside of the walls of the old city. It's giving it this really cool medieval look.
The streets here have been walked by Socrates and the fountains visited by Archimedes. We had pork for Thanksgiving. First time we had pork in like 3 weeks. It was awesome. As we looked at the map further, we realized that the island of Rhodes is more than just a city. It's over 100 kilometers long. So we started looking into options to rent a car or a scooter or something to see more of it, and discovered that there is a place where you can rent motorcycles.
So we got a couple of bikes, each our own. I ended up with a Honda Rebel 500cc, and Tyson got his own Yamaha 700cc's.
To the right is where the Colossus used to stand.
The traffic is really light because we are visiting in the off season, and people.
Watch out for those trucks!
Yeah, nobody cares about little motorcycles and our safety, so better watch out.
Yeah.
Woo!
Who's that hot chick?
Yeah, it's really nice when your hot chick can ride her own motorcycle, and when your hot boyfriend can ride his own motorcycle.
SE, yeah, this little Harley look-alike. It's actually a Honda Rebel, which is a really cool little bike. Twin cylinder.
At some point, we got to swap the bikes to film from the other vantage point. And his bike was certainly a little more powerful, but you know, mine was much sexier.
I felt like a circus bear on it, so I started to do tricks.
Little fist bump here.
Bam.
It was a really cool ride. And after the airport, the roads opened up and we got to really have fun.
People were telling us that during the summer when the cruise ships come in, you just can't even walk on the streets. And here we had the road all to ourselves. Look at that brand new pavement. So this is getting into the mountains and the twisties. And you go around a corner and bam, there's just a castle standing right there.
And here we stopped to see this awesome castle, and there's nobody in the parking lot, so we got to be there and have it all for just ourselves.
Yeah, and those guys in a little rental car left just as we came in.
A little more excitement here.
So it's kind of cool. When we were at the castle, it was just us. So I decided to fly the drone real quick.
That's the best part, because it was us, just us pretty much everywhere.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying we're traveling during the wrong time of season, but it has really worked out. There's a whole bunch of castles at Island of Rhodes, and they're built on these prominent hilltops. And yeah, this one would be quite a bear to attack, I would think, or carry water to, really. But you know, the view is nice.
I would definitely live in that castle.
Really?
Well, in the medieval times. And we got back on the road and found some obstacles, and Tyson got to score some karma points. Looking for a viewpoint that we marked on the map, but we clearly could not find because it was all overgrown and there was really nothing to see.
The roads in Greece are beautiful. Part of the EU is Germany and France paying for the roads so that the rest of the countries could buy their cars. But the road surface was really raised against the shoulders, and you can see the scratches there, which I should have taken a better note of. Essie was trying to find the panorama, couldn't find that.
And then somebody spied something with his little eye, something white and blue. It was a really cool church. Did you see goats when you're on?
Yeah.
Goats.
We're getting married or something. Dun, 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 dun. So the church actually ended up being a graveyard, but it was a very nice graveyard on some prime real estate with wonderful views.
Next point of interest was Jacob's Canyon. We kind of missed it because there was no easy place to stop.
So we rode past it and I was kind of like, wait, was that it? So I'm trying to figure out if that was actually where we're headed to, and it was. So I pulled over to wait for Essie.
What? Because I thought there would be a more official stopping place. Okay, let's start. Let's go there. Beep. Beep. Beep.
What happened? You're not so good.
Beep.
Did you even knock it off? I don't see the bolt. The whatever. The
I might have
plug.
cracked the case.
Cracked it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, it didn't hit that hard, but.
No.
Beep.
oh shit.
Yeah, it's cracked.
So neither one of us had cell coverage there, so we left the wounded soldier behind.
In a safe place.
But the guys were super cool about it. Clearly not the first time somebody broke a motorcycle. They told us to leave it there and just continue on our trip and have a good time, and we'd sort it out later.
And then later we returned to the same canyon to wander in a little bit and see it in all its beauty.
Essie here is channeling her mountain goat spirit animal.
Periodically looking back, making sure that the drone is still following me because it's really hard to hear. It was filled with cairns on either side of the canyon as a sign of many people coming to visit it. So I got as far as I could easily climb up, and there was not a single soul there. I just kept kind of going deeper into the canyon until I couldn't climb anymore. And waving to the drone, to the person behind drone, to come and join me.
And then somebody was getting a little hangry.
So we stopped at this really cool cafe.
So we just
ended
got
up
lamb
getting a
chops.
kilo of lamb and eating pretty much 90% of it. It was nice to be together.
So yeah, lots of beautiful riding here. But this time the day was kind of getting short, so we came across this castle, but it was a long winding road to get to it, and we decided to bypass it with just a quick drone flight. Seemed like a really cool place, and yeah.
I'm hoping to visit it next time on our next trip to Rhodes.
Yeah. By this point, the sun was going down, it was getting kind of chilly, so we hightailed it on the south side of the island, which I gotta say was a lot less scenic than the north.
We didn't get, unfortunately, all the way to the south point because it was getting dark and cold.
Yup, we never got to the lighthouse, we kind of took a little shortcut. But this is the waterfront at Rhodes. Alrighty, getting back. By this point, my fingers don't work anymore. They were just like clutched around. I couldn't even sign the paperwork like 20 minutes after we got in.
Pulling in right into the shop.
Hello.
You're not cold?
Yeah. I feel like a circus bear on a little bicycle on this thing.
We covered most of island of Rhodes.
And you can see we kind of skipped a little end there, which was supposed to have a cool lighthouse, but we simply ran out of time due to our little mishap. We had to leave Greece early because there was a weather system coming in unexpectedly, so we didn't actually get to check out as much of the old town as we wanted to. And just as we were leaving, it started raining. But yeah, that was our trip to Rhodes. So stay tuned for more Greco-Roman ruins and cool videos and cool flights. And us. Aww.
That's sweet. That's a fun ending. I like it.
Yeah. It was actually not that bad. The oil pan was about $150. Charged me $80 for the recovery. All in all, with labor, $390, which I think was more than fair.